As drivers at an intersection, we face a highly complex and demanding environment. In order to successfully navigate through an intersection, a driver must interpret complex information quickly, make a decision, and execute the desired action. The task load on our mind at an intersection is quite large. Some of the tasks we must accomplish as drivers when approaching an intersection include monitoring and adjusting our speed, maintaining a proper lane position, being aware of other vehicles, paying attention to signals or signs, scanning for pedestrians, bicyclists, people in wheelchairs, and blind or visually impaired people, decelerating for a stop, and searching for path guidance. Unquestionably, intersections are one of the most risky places we drive. No other driving situation offers more opportunity for conflict with other vehicles. According to the National Highway and Traffic Safety Administration, intersection crashes result in an average of over 9,000 fatalities and 3 million injuries each year. Failure to perceive potential hazards accounts for a large portion of collisions at intersections. These crashes are caused by reasons such as looked but failed to see, visual obstructions, reduced visibility due to environmental factors, poor judgment of speed and or distance, and low target visibility. However, distraction, misinterpretation of information, and driver impairment are also major contributing factors. Inexperienced drivers find intersections particularly difficult to safely negotiate. They simply lack experience and the ability to recognize when another driver is about to make an unsafe decision. Inexperienced drivers fail to realize the risk taken when they make poor decisions regarding speed, the time required to stop, and the time required to safely clear the intersection. Later, we'll talk about the dilemma zone, or our point of decision. At its core, an intersection is a planned point of conflict in the roadway system. With different crossing and entering movements by drivers and pedestrians, an intersection is the most complex traffic situation that a motorist will encounter. Danger at intersections is compounded by motorists who speed or disregard the traffic signals. Crashes at intersections are often caused by drivers doing something that other drivers don't expect. The concept of "I have the right of way" can be particularly dangerous. Decision drivers cover the brake as they approach and cross an intersection where they have the right of way. As you approach the intersection, be prepared to stop in the event that another driver isn't willing to give you that right. Look at the other driver's eyes. What they are looking at can give you a clue as to what action they are about to take. Scan thoroughly by looking left, right, then left again. The closest traffic to you will be coming from the left. Experienced drivers approaching an intersection will look for clues that can predict other drivers' actions. Look at other drivers' eyes. Do they see you? Are their brake lights on? Are they turning? Do pedestrian signals indicate that the light is about to change? Look at the wheels of vehicles stopped at the intersecting roadway. If another vehicle is rolling slowly, does that mean the driver is about to enter the intersection? Are there driveways beyond the intersection with moving vehicles? If you are the first vehicle at an intersection, don't immediately start up when the light turns green. Be prepared for the driver who won't stop or cannot stop when their light turns red. Delay your start for approximately 3 seconds. Allow the intersection to clear while looking left, right, and left again. Use the wedge when stopping behind the vehicle in front of you. Stop so that you are able to see their rear tires contacting the pavement. This wedge gives you enough space to maneuver around them if they stall and maintains a decision space when you start out. When entering an intersection, use your decision driving skills to plan for the unexpected. Other drivers may make bad driving decisions. The term dilemma zone may be new to you, but the driving experience is most certainly not. You know you've experienced it, that anxious moment when a green light turns yellow just before you reach the intersection. You find yourself asking, is there enough time to make it through? Should I slam on the brakes? Is the driver behind me going to go too? If I stop, will the driver behind me be able to? Do I hit the brakes or get on the gas? Is there a police officer around? What about a red light camera? According to traffic engineers, you've just entered the dilemma zone. Drivers must anticipate that the light will change and be prepared to make a decision on what they will do if it does. Decision drivers who expand their look-ahead capacity will know if their light has been green for a considerable time. Decision drivers know this as a stale green light. The longer you've seen it be green, the more likely it's going to change before you reach the intersection. Be prepared to stop. Multiple lane intersections may present complex driving situations. Look for and understand signs that indicate left or right turn-only lanes, multiple turn lanes, staggered stop lines, or complex route signage. Uncontrolled intersections lack signal lights and require increased decision-making from drivers. A significant number of crashes at intersections involved left-turn maneuvers. The inability of older drivers in judging closure rates for oncoming vehicles puts them at greater risk of being involved in a left-turn crash. This decreased perception and difficulty in estimating and approaching vehicle speed is referred to as gap acceptance. Many drivers fail to accelerate up to speed when turning into oncoming traffic. By not speeding up quickly enough, they're placing their own safety into the hands of the upcoming driver, who must recognize the situation and slow down to avoid hitting them. A distracted oncoming driver may be unable to judge the closing distance, resulting in a crash. Of course, there's also the chance that this action may anger the oncoming driver, creating a road rage situation. Yield the right-of-way to vehicles on your right, particularly at four-way stops. When in doubt, always let the other vehicle proceed first. Let's observe this driver's commentary at an intersection.
We've got a light ahead turning, so we're going to start slowing down back here. I'm going to tap the brake lights a couple of times, let the vehicles behind us know that we're slowing down. A lot of times when we're driving a truck this size, the cars behind you can't see around you. They may not see that the light has turned up ahead, so you really are providing them with additional signal. The light's turned green. We're going to delay just a little bit to reestablish our space cushion to the front, and then we're going to accelerate back up to the speed of traffic. We've got another light ahead of us. It is green, but it's what we'd call a stale green because it's been green since we saw it. So I'm not going to accelerate up to it, but at this point here we're about at our point of no return. We'd go through the light anyway, even if it changed, because it would be too difficult to stop. As a matter of fact, it turned just as we went underneath it.
Remember that intersections are a point of planned conflict. Although negotiating them is complex and confusing, you can arrive safely at your destination by employing the information and practices you've learned in this intersections portion of decision driving tactics.